Ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 48 hours from this supposed Bitcoin ETF approval, and we are now asking ourselves, is this a buy the rumor, sell the news event, or is this the buy the rumor, buy the news event? Are we buying this, or has everybody started selling? Because as you guys can see, we're going to get into it, but altcoins have been bleeding. Bitcoin has been largely flat, and if this does not get approved, we're going to see a lot of red in the market. So be prepared for that. Make sure you've got some USDT or USDC sitting on the sidelines, or even just cash that you can put into Coinbase immediately. You have to be ready quick though. If you're going to buy monstrous dips, if this doesn't get approved, you might see the biggest dip. And that biggest dip, usually when you see a nasty dip like that, those are the lows, the lows that you don't get to see again. Now, who knows if we'll see it? Who knows? I don't have the crystal ball, but we're about to get into this. Smash that like button, and I'm going to break this all down for you guys. I got the Bitcoin chart up right here in my computer. Let me minimize this bad boy right here. The market is largely flat today. Bitcoin's at 44,000, but it is bringing the altcoins down. If you look at the week on the altcoins, Solana down 13, all these ones, Cardano, Avalanche, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Chainlink, all down over 10%. Polygon is down over 21%. That is crazy, down to 77 cents. So some of these lows are lows we haven't seen in a while, guys. Uniswap is at a low that it hasn't seen in months, guys. It's below $6. I was recommending it at $6 like a month and a half ago. So these coins are definitely retracing. This Bitcoin ETF approval is all over the news right now. 2 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 1 hour ago. And right here, Bitcoin ETF hopefuls eye this week's for long wait. No, this one right here. Crypto's Bitcoin ETF hopefuls wait for US SEC approval by January 10th. So January 10th is the day that everybody thinks that this all happens, but it's not. And you guys need to listen. Before you leave here, you guys need to know, because this is going to change your whole view on this. It will, because you guys are like, oh, BlackRock, how could they get shot down January 10th? No, guys, you have to pay attention to this right here, because if you look in here, the Bitcoin ETF deadlines, the only one that has a deadline of January 10th is ARK Invest. That's Cathie Wood's company. Cathie Wood. It's not these big dogs, BlackRock. And nothing against Cathie Wood. She's good. She's a very skilled woman compared to other people on the planet. But she is not BlackRock. And easily, like, why would they approve her first? Why would ARK get approved before BlackRock? Like, literally, I could see this being postponed and pushed back, and then them having a chance to reinstate it back here in March with BlackRock and the rest of them, and then have them just review everything within their proposal. So that's what I think could actually happen, is that on January 10th, this could be a flop, because people think that all these ETFs are getting approved on January 10th. Like BlackRock and all of them. No, guys, no, just one. There's only one that is supposed, out of all of these, what is there, 12 of them, and there's only one of them that has a deadline of January 10th. So everybody has this priced into the market. They've bought this up for months now. They've bought this up. Oh, approval in January, approval in January. Now we look at this. What approval in January? Because there's only one in January. The rest of them are March, April, and May. Months off, and the halving is around April or May. So what we could see here, is this could be the major sell-off. This could be the catalyst. And don't mark my words, don't sell your bags. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to sell. I am not selling. I'm not selling what I have now, but I'll tell you what I have done. But yes, let's get into it. This is what I've done. I'm sitting on about $8,000 worth of crypto, and that's fine. And I'm expecting that this thing could come down. If this comes down, I will dollar cost average more in. I'm ready to buy whatever's gonna happen after January 10th. I don't need to buy more in. If this dips really low in these next couple days before then, I'll add a little bit on, but I'm waiting to see what happens on January 10th, because if this goes down, if nothing happens, you're going to see some serious lows on the altcoins. And right here is where we're at on Bitcoin right now. We're in this range. Get off my screen. we're in this range here on Bitcoin. We're really ranging, like how we ranged right in here and we were able to break out, but 48 is like a micro top. Like it's like gonna be a local resistance for where we're at right now, 48,000. So I don't know if they'll let me put the line in here. Let me see if they let me put the line in here. No, let me add any more stuff in here. But basically what is happening here is you see these two EMAs right here, the 9 and the 18. Add these two to your chart right here, the 9 and the 18 EMA. This is bullish right now. We're still in this bullish trend. But if it blows below this trend right here, we could see this thing go bearish. As you can see, when it blew beneath these candles right here, we went down and down and down, right? When we're above the candles, we go up. So we're above the candles right now, but just barely. And we peaked below it multiple times now. So what we don't want to see is this thing close below here. And what we really don't want to see is this thing close outside of this box. If we close right outside this box, a closing candle down here, there's probably going to be a lot more blood. Now, this is really our major resistance. If this ETF doesn't get approved, 31,000 is where we're all eyeballing that it should go. This is what it should do, 31,000. However, there's a really strong moving average that's ascending to about the 37,000 area and 38,000. This whole box area right here, I don't have any more rectangles, but this whole box here is definitely a channel. So 38 and 37 is probably going to be your first resistance, or your first support rather, before you were going to go down and see the 32,000, right? So you might not see 32. You might not see 32. You might not go down at all. Like if this thing does get approved, we could just see this thing shoot out of this box to 48,000, and then we're off to the races. But what really are we celebrating? What is really sending the market up? One, ETF approval, Kathy Wood's ETF approval, and maybe some people don't know this. I think so it will be March 15th before approval. I see, that's what the guy is saying, the beginning of the end. See what I'm saying over here? Like, so people are starting to wake up and realize, oh man, like they lied to us. It's all priced in the market thinking it was going to happen in January. Even like the past couple weeks they were saying BlackRock could have got approved, but literally the deadline's not for months. So don't celebrate too heavy yet, guys. Everybody's like, oh man, thousands of % on January 10th. Well, don't get too excited, okay? And I'm not saying it won't happen. That's why I'm in. That's why I'm not sold out. But what I will tell you is that as all my coins pumped, my altcoins, I was selling tops on all those altcoins. When I was seeing them pump like hundreds of %, I sold tops and took so many profits. I have $12,000 out of the market in just this little piece of the bull run. So I put 4,000 in initially when I came back into the market at the beginning of November. We're now 2 months later, and I'm 12 grand out. That's my 4 grand plus another 8 grand, and I still have 8 grand in the market. You know what that means, guys? That means that if we saw some serious downside here and we see this go down to 32,000, that's about a 50% crash. I wonder if it'll let me show you guys that one from where it's at right now. Yeah, we're looking at it says 27% from the bottom right there. I guess we'll consider it that. We'll talk about a potential 30% crash here on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin faced a 30% crash, you know altcoins are going to see like a 60 or 70% crash. Maybe at least 50. Right, guys? Because altcoins always go down way more than Bitcoin goes down. So that being the case, it's smart how I've positioned myself, because now I have all this money off the table. I've got money on the table in case it goes to the moon, which is what I'm recommending for you. Have some money on the table in case this shit goes to the moon, but have a whole bunch off. Because if this doesn't, like, we went up and up and up for so long that we've been waiting to come back down. And I'll show you some coins that are actually going down that I have my eyes on that I'd like to buy. And if this doesn't get approved, we can see some serious downside that'll bring these tokens down even further. You know what I'm saying, guys? So you have to position yourself to win. And so, like, yes, I have all that money on the sideline, which you should too. But also you need income. You need income coming in because you need to support your life. You need to make it. So you don't need to hurry up and sell this crypto because you need to wait for everything to go up. You need to wait. This is a patience game. You're waiting. Remember, you're buying when it's low and you're waiting for it to get higher, right? Whether that takes 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it takes. Lately, it's only been taking a few days. Egg Dog, I made $9 grand off of Egg Dog in 13 hours. 13 hours. I made like a 270% return on Egg Dog. It was absolutely insane. And that one is on my radar too. That one's came down quite substantially too. But that's not the one that I'm going to show you guys first. I want to talk about some coins that I really think have been dipping hard. Let's look at the 1 month on Illuvium here. Just partner with Team Liquid, right? Yeah, there you go. So they just had a partnership too. Like literally this thing had pumped from the $40 all the way to $120. We were at $120. That was a full 3x. We are now down to $80. So we've pulled back. Now we're only at 2x instead of a 3x. Now I'm eyeballing this one, trying to get a good entry because this darn thing was just at $75. It's in a downtrend, a short-term downtrend right now. It's only a 303 million market cap right now. And this thing, all time, this was a freaking an $1,800 token. Or if you look down here, it says $2,800 token. I was recommending this one to you guys when it was at like $100, when I was riding it to 120. And we did take profits up there. We didn't sell all of it. We never sell, usually don't ever sell all the way out of a token. We just take some profits off like we do with MetaStrike here. Multiple times along this run, we've taken so many profits. We got into MetaStrike at the beginning right here, at the very beginning right here, and took a bunch of profits around this 10 area right here when it was topping out in this 10 area. Took a bunch off and bought other tokens that we know are going to go up. This one's on my radar too. I think this one could do really well. It's pulled back from this 25 area down to this 18 area. Like I said, if the ETF doesn't get approved, which we might just see a postpone. I'm not saying it won't get approved. Maybe just nothing good happens on January 10th, and that's a signal for the market to just like down, because the market's just literally being held up by hopes and dreams right now. In the ETF or the halving is still about 106 days away, so this is a long time. And same with all these other approvals. These other approvals are literally like, what the hell is that, guys? 66 days away? Like, come on, guys. You know what I mean? And like everybody's hyping this up, and they're trying to trap you guys. They're trapping you guys. They're like, oh no, to the moon on January 10th. You buy. And then they dump on you, and you are left holding the bags. They push the bags up so they can get out just in time. And that could be why we're seeing downside in the market. They could be selling the news right now. The news could be being sold. Because look at Cosmos. Look at Cosmos on the month. You know what I mean? Like it literally pump. But lately, ever since like, the end of December, a lot of these tokens have been like really just dumping off. And like a lot of them are down like 35% from their highs. I think that they could go even lower. Like look at this one. Like we might see areas like this again. We might see like the $7 area on Cosmos again. And this is a great buy too. So none of these are financial advice, but 3 buys in this video that I got for you guys. Cosmos, great buy. It used to be a $45 token, guys. This is a layer 1. They're very cheap transactions. If you stake their tokens, you can potentially get airdrops. So and same with their sister token, Injective. What the hell is the other one? Osmo. Osmo's a good one, but Osmo's just been up too high. Osmo's went far too high. I bought Osmo at like 83 cents. I got in at 83 cents and I staked it. I staked all of it. Not all of it. I staked like 60% of it and had 40% in my Coinbase, and then I fucking sold it when it hit like $1.50. Yeah, it hit like $1.50 and I got rid of that. I'm still holding the portion that's staked. I wouldn't buy this up here, but long term, yes, long term, this thing, can go back to over $10. And if you were able to retest that dollar area, come close to the dollar area, then yes, you're looking at potential 10x on something like this. But what am I really looking at? I really like C-Leg over here. C-Leg is really small market cap. I bought a bunch of this. It's starting to break out heavy over here. It's got a lot of good things that are going to happen with this one. Really risky project that I got here. Do not buy this. But Binance Smart Chain, PancakeSwap, put it on your radar. Definitely, keep keep this in your back pocket, because if you're looking at 50 and 100x gains with this market cap, if you're looking for really big gains, the bigger the gains, the bigger the risk. This is big gains, big risk. That's why I said don't buy it. But I have $1,000 worth of this, and if we retested these areas, if we came back to these 20s, if there's no approval, I'm doubling the size. I'll double the size back on. And here's the thing: is if it comes back down there, that $1,000 will then be worth like 500. I can then add 1,000 or 500 if I want to. 500 to double the position, 1,000 to triple the position. Because just matching my amount will be less and the coins will be cheaper and you can buy dips. That's the way we work. When it gets cheap, and I sold some up here. And I've got BNB on the sideline that I could buy back into stuff like this. And the reason I'm saying all this to you guys, I'm trying to teach you guys how to like work the game here in the market, because crypto is a game. This is all a game, guys. And the better at the game that you get, the better the chances that you're going to succeed, that you're going to win here. Let me just check my stream and make sure I'm recording. 16 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So we're at the end here. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer because then you guys are going to dip out on me here. But do be watching this. Do be watching what's going to happen next. You want to pull up these two EMAs, the 9 and the 18, have them there and wait and see what happens with this candle, because you don't want to see these candles. I think the bottom EMA is 43.4. If you spend too much time below those candles and it actually dips here and you're outside of this box, build this little box here. The box that I've got is between about 41 and 45. 41 to 45 is my box. You could build the same thing, make the chart look the same. There's also a liquidation level here at like the 33, 34 level, but like I said, they wouldn't let me add any more elements because I'm on the free plan here. And by the way, this is the daily chart for Bitcoin right here, guys. So do be watching this stuff, and don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. Don't get bamboozled. Definitely keep a good amount of money on the sideline. Don't be like all in YOLO in the market because of January 10th. Like, be ready, because this could be a sale. You might get a sale. Either way, we win. It either goes up and we win, or it comes down and we get our sale and we can double our positions and we win. So position yourself to win regardless. That's what we always have to do in this market. That's what I do with positions. I'll put half of the amount that I'd actually want on a position, because then it's pressure for it to pump. If I only have half the amount on that I wanted, then I'll be like, oh man, what if it goes up? And then I'll be pushing it to go up. And then guess what? If it comes down, cool. I only had half the amount on. I can add. So you win or you win. Make sure that you're positioned to win. Subscribe to the channel. Can't wait to be part of your journey. $5 to join my Patreon. I'm teaching you guys how to make money in there, giving away recommendations. Love you guys lots. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, and I'll see you there. Take care.